only one payphone in Dime Box, Texas, and it's off on a side road there. When a stranger wearing dark shades and tears streaming down his face makes a call, it's gonna draw some stares. Now there's two kids down the street in a puddle ankle deep, like maybe something Norman Rockwell planned. When the father sees a man, he runs and grabs her muddy hands. Wonder who he thinks I am. People of Dime Box, I'm no Charles Manson, and I did not come to snatch a child. I just ramble many miles and need to talk to her a while, find out what this whole thing means. Now the dogs across the road, they're eyeing me but lying low, seem to know I don't want to cause a fuss. Watch me suffer on the phone, making puddles of my own. Watch me kick the ground and cut. Good dogs of Dime Box, thanks for your understanding. You know I wouldn't hurt a flea. You get an itch and disposition, you kind-hearted intuitions. Wish that you could talk to her for me. Let's talk this out. Come on, H. When a man goes drive about, he's got some things to figure out. He takes it all out on the blue and the white, and he prays to God to Chevy lighten up the load that's heavy and help him understand the how and the why. Good sheriff of Dime Box, thanks for not arresting me, though I'd understand it if you had. My bizarre appearance and my drunken incoherence, so I'm sorry for the tears that are on your back. People of Dime Box, I'm no sick killer, and I did not come to rob nor steal. I just had to stop and phone her and see if it's still over. Sounds like that's how she really feels. Oh man, sounds like that's how she really feels. Well, that went pretty good. Anybody else had anything they were? Bass run? 6x9 speakers, cards and souvenirs. What's that? Cowboy from Katarina.
Okay, yeah, we got to slow it down. So that's.
No. That's not too long at all. Let's do that one.
Let's do that one. Yeah, we got to slow it down.
It's show business, ladies and gentlemen. Show business. We can't do fast songs all together. You got to have tension and release, tension and release, tension and release. You have a knack.
Thank you for the
You
request.
have a knack, sir. You have a knack for it. That's it. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. We just celebrated 4th of July, and I always think about veterans on 4th of July. And as a kid growing up, all of the men that I was around, and for that matter, all the women, they had all been through World War II, and most of the men that I knew were combat veterans from World War II. And in particular, all my uncles, my father and all of his compatriots and all of my uncles on my mother's side had all been fighting in World War II. And one of them, my Uncle Les, was the foreman on the Briscoe Ranch outside of Katarina, Texas. I don't know if y'all know where Katarina is. It's just a little bitty old town down in Dimmitt County, close to the Rio Grande. And the Briscoe family had a big ranch, and Uncle Les was the foreman down there for 50 plus years. And I was always impressed by Uncle Les, but also that whole greatest generation. I was always really, really impressed by those people. And so this is mostly about Uncle Les, but it's also kind of about a lot of those men that I knew. He was born on a bright day, 1908. Must have made up his mind that he just couldn't wait. Labor came on so quick and so fast, and they rushed for town, but she just couldn't last. He entered the world with his daddy playing doctor, a horse for a nursemaid, cattle milling about. Born in the back of his daddy's rancho wagon, into the tools of the trade there was never a doubt. And he loved the wide open spaces the best. He looked to east every morning, every evening he looked to west. He loved his cowboy in ways more than anyone knew. And cowboy from Catarina, it's open spaces for you. And cowboy from Catarina, it's open spaces for you. Spent whole days on horseback, just exploring the country. He skipped school when he could, 'cause it kept him inside. Took his supper on the back step so he could see the sun setting. Stood up in his stirrups just to watch the sun rise. And he loved the wide open spaces the best. He looked to east every morning, every evening he looked to west. He loved his cowboy in ways more than anyone knew. And cowboy from Catarina, it's open spaces for you. And cowboy from Catarina, it's open spaces for you. The Second Great War called him down from his horse. And they asked, will you serve? And he answered, of course. So he rode a troop ship across the great ocean wide. And he fought the Axis with one thought in mind. 'Cause he loved the wide open spaces the best. He looked to east every morning, every evening he looked to west. He loved his cowboy in ways more than anyone knew. And cowboy from Catarina, it's open spaces for you. And cowboy from Catarina, it's open spaces for you. The 80s rolled around and his skin was wrinkled leather. The hearing had faded and his balance had been better, but he could still spot a buck 3 fence lines away. And cowboy from Catarina, I wonder where you are today. Are you down in the draw where the rock faces whistle? you're sitting amongst mesquite shrubs and the thistles, can you smell the white brush that the breeze carries by? Are you thinking angels for your cowboy and line? 'Cause you love the wide open spaces the best. You look east every morning, every evening you look to west. You love just cowboy and ways more than anyone knew. And cowboy from Catarina, it's open spaces for you. And cowboy from Catarina, it's open spaces. It's some wide open spaces for you. So just so you know, yeah, I cut a few verses out for the live version because otherwise
we'd be here all night.
Yeah, that song has 4 more verses that I didn't add there. So if you want to hear it, you can buy the CD.
But he knew that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
What else do we have?
Let's see, what else did we have? We're going
I
to say
heard
bass run. We're going to say
Pila.
bass run and Pila
We're gonna
towards
save
kind of
those.
towards the end.
Oh, 6x9 too. Yeah, we can do that.
Let's do 6x9 and then we'll do Topaz and then we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, I had a hand-me-down car. I had a 1979 Monte Carlo that my brother had driven because it was his first car as an adjuster for Farm Bureau Insurance. That was his first car. So you can imagine how nice it was. He drove it, and then he sold it to my dad, and then I think 2 of my sisters drove it, and then it sat for a while, and I got to have it. And it had crank-down windows, and it had crushed velour seats, and it had what they call a landau top, which is a French word for the rust begins here. You know what I'm saying? But I did what I could with it. I worked day jobs and summer gigs and tried to save a little money, and I put as good a stereo in it as I could. Meanwhile, over in East Texas, there was this girl that was my first car. What was your first car, Heather?
It was not a new car, by the way. I don't know if I ever told you this.
It was a convertible.
It was a Dodge.
I know that.
It was a Dodge 400 convertible. I wanted a LeBaron, but no. And I paid for it with my own money.
I know this, but it
was old. It was not very cute, and it had
it was a convertible.
Seats. It was a convertible.
It was a convertible.
Yes.
Do we need to say anything else?
Okay.
If you'd had a convertible in high school, would that have made you the coolest person in your school? Yes, clearly. No question about it.
Okay.
So I've always been very jealous of Heather about this car situation. But I have this vision of her getting off of tennis practice. She goes to the Sonic to get her a cherry limeade. And she's got her sunglasses on, and she's got 2 cassette tapes. She's got Merle Haggard in one hand and Guns N' Roses in the other. She's like, what do I feel like today? And I'm telling you.
Except for we didn't have a Sonic, but all the rest is true. Yeah. And at some point, I might have added some cherry vodka to my cherry limeade, which is,
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. At any rate, that sense of invincibility that you have when you're 16, 17 years old, you got a fresh set of wheels, you got some good jams, you got your friends with you. That's what we're going to sing about now. This is called 6x9 speakers. What kind of stereo did you have in that car? Oh, it was
whatever,
stock.
whatever,
Whatever
yeah,
came with
came
it.
with it. Yeah.
Whatever Dodge
We
put
didn't
in their
care.
cars in the
It was
in the
terrible.
90s.
It was terrible. Probably 80s actually.
Oh, 80s. Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't
A pair of 6x9 speakers and an Alpine deck. Boston's first album and that youthful expectation that someday we'd rule the world. 16 and a half, oh, it's all so clear. It's all about girls and music and beer and maybe just a little football on Friday night. Boys, where we gonna party now? No, boys, get your cheap trick cassettes out. Crank your 100-watt speakers and your Craco decks, and back in black and that youthful expectation that someday we'd rule the world. Weren't a lot of girls round our little village, so we'd load up to go plunder and pillage, but mostly we just kind of talked real loud and we'd cruise the streets. Oh, boys, where we gonna party now? No, boys, get your cheap trick cassettes out. Your 100-watt speakers and your Sparkomatic decks, and damn the torpedoes and that youthful expectation that someday we'd rule. Radio and rain were so much alike. We only got a little when the clouds were just right. So any money made loading cattle or hay, oh, and right for a new cassette or a speaker upgrade. Oh, ain't like the speaker upgrade. 16 and a half, oh, it's all so clear. It's all about girls and music, beer. And looking back now, I realize that many things have never really changed. Some got married and some left to play ball, and some kept drinking and they kind of wasted it all. And me, I picked up this guitar and I tried to write about 6x9 speakers and Alpine decks, and Boston's first album and that youthful expectation that someday we'd rule the world. So load up your buddies and put your favorite tape on. Nothing feels better than a 3-chord rock and roll song, and thinking, man, if I could just meet the girl in the white convertible Dodge 400, I'm gonna rule the whole wide world. That's right. Y'all are sweet. Thank you. Topaz City, I think somebody said. All right. We got requests from the front and the back on this one. Okay. Let's see. Topaz City, Topaz City, Topaz City. What do you need? She's asking if he wants more wine.
Oh, you were so sweet.
But don't pay for it.
She's saying shoplift it.
Somebody's going to pay for it. It might not be us.
Thank you. You were so sweet. Yeah. Who says girls aren't sweet?
Okay, Topaz City. So this one comes with a very brief backstory. This is from the fourth record. I did a couple of records, and then it was time to. I thought, I'm going to hire a big time. I had hired some producers out of Nashville or Austin for the first couple of records, and then it was time to make this fourth studio record. And I was shopping all around. I went out to LA and I talked to a guy out there about producing a record, and then I talked to a couple of dudes out of Nashville, and I finally settled on one. This really cool record producer named R.S. Bobby Field, and Bobby Field is a cool guy. He's a cool guy, man. And but this was going to be the big record. This was the one that was going to break through. This is going to be the big career. And so I wrote this song called "Crystal City Tonight," which is the town that I grew up in. Heather grew up in Bullard, Texas, out in and I know my job. And so the song is about Crystal City, the town that I grew up in, and it's one of these small towns. It's kind of, it has struggled economically for years and years and years. Meanwhile, Heather grew up in Bullard, Texas, which is over south of Tyler, and it's just been economic boom, and they've got grass and trees and water just flowing out of the ground. And all the stuff I just said about Bullard is, when you think about Crystal City, just do the mirror image and you'll have a kind of a thought. And so when it was time to cut this song, and I knew it was probably going to be the title track, I was like, man, I cannot in good conscience, this record's going to be big. I got this hotshot Nashville producer, and I can't call it Crystal City, because TMZ is going to be down there with their cameras, and Crystal City, they're simple folk. We're simple people down there. And so I changed it to Topaz City to be cool. And, and so the record comes out, and let's just say my concerns were unwarranted. I still feel like it's a beautiful, beautiful record, though, and I hope you'll listen to it someday. And thank you for requesting this song.
Thank you for the one, too.
For all you small town folks out there. Here I am on the run again, hopeful I can still win. I press on and my wheels hum, taking me home again, taking me home again. I have run here in triumph, I've run here in retreat, took my first steps here thankfully. Those days seem so sweet. Those days seem so sweet. But it's all different in so many ways. Change is hid in plain sight. Busted windows, a dusty wind blows. Topaz City tonight. Topaz City tonight. As a child, I was childlike, in my teens naive. Now as manhood settles in, I still want to believe. I still want to believe. But it's all different in so many ways. Change is hid in plain sight. The strangest faces in my old places, Topaz City tonight. Topaz City tonight. A weathered awning, an old dog yawning, Topaz City tonight. A rundown beer joint, stop sign with no point, Topaz City tonight. Topaz City tonight. Moon sheds its shadow as a snake sheds its skin. Everything keeps right on changing. I've got to learn that one again. Got to learn that again. But it's all different in so many ways. Change is hid in plain sight. Mom's home place gone, that just seems wrong. Topaz City tonight. Dad's chair empty, that still hits me. Topaz City tonight. Topaz City tonight. Hey, can we make a request? Yes. We'd like to try a new song on y'all, if that's all right. Is that cool? Some of y'all may have heard this, but I don't think so. We haven't been playing it that long.
I barely know this song.
Oh, it's recorded and it's in the can, and it will be coming out in some number of days. It's an unknown number. Oh, that's the issue right there.
A love song. Yeah?
Yes. It's also an anti-procrastination song. Which was very hard for me to write. I put this song off for years. Come on, that was funny. Thank you,
Max.
thank you. I
Yeah,
know it's
that's
Thursday.
very
I know it's
funny.
Thursday. All right, it's also got the shortest title of many, many, many songs. It's called If. So here we go. If you love somebody, tell them so. If you love somebody, tell them so. This world is moving faster than we can know. So if you love somebody, tell them so. If your heart's on fire, fan the flame. If your heart's on fire, fan the flame. This world knows nothing colder than untended dreams. So if your heart's on fire, fan the flame. More than any time we tried and fell down flat. Chances that we did not take that will haunt our past. Unrighted wrongs, unwritten songs, things left unsaid. Here's to the few that see life through, fulfill regrets. If you need a friend, look around. If you need a friend, look around. Lonely does its best work in the biggest crowds. If you need a friend, look around. If you need a friend, if your heart's on fire, if you love somebody, tell them so. Thanks, y'all.